My name is Steve Soa. I'm an architect with BFGI Group in San Jose. I was part of the team who designed and put this building together. My role specifically was the designer and programmer for the building. What we were trying to do from the very beginning was to make the campus center transparent. And one of the things we thought was wrong was that students could literally walk past the facility and not even know what was happening inside of it. So we wanted to open the building and just make it very easy to circulate. So we wanted to be able to have this circulation space where students could walk literally through the Fox Center, through that plaza, through the campus center, and into the plaza of the campus center. Usually with modernization projects, it's really difficult to do anything with the site because you don't really have one. But on this campus, because the buildings are so separated from one another, and there's this great creek going through the site, and we had the opportunity of extending the building modernization onto the site. And so we actually do have a site that we've created boundaries, and we've submitted that to LEED, and so we had a natural area that we could say we were going to restore. We achieved water efficiency by specifying all the fixtures, valves, flush valves, everything is low water use. Then we also have waterless urinals that were used. One of the things that we noticed from watching students here on campus was that nobody uses the drinking fountains, that everybody now has a water bottle that they carry around and that they really just want to fill that, and instead of putting in drinking fountains, we put in these bottle refilling stations. We use natural landscaping, so there's not a lot of irrigation that's needed, so there just wasn't a lot of water being used. You have to filter rainwater before it goes into the storm drain, and so what we tried to do was make it visible so students could understand that process. And so rainwater will come out of the drain, it will be diverted into these open trenches that they'll be able to see. So you'll see that there's water draining through it, and then it leads into a bioswale where the landscaping is, and so the water is naturally filtered, and then it saturates into the ground, and at some point, if there's a lot of water, it'll actually go into the storm drain. Well, the energy and atmosphere credit, that is the most important part of LEED. That's where you get the most points, it's where the biggest bang for your buck is. You create an envelope that's energy efficient, and then you work with your engineers to come up with systems that can provide that. So the better the envelope, the smaller the mechanical system can be, and more energy efficiency. The more natural daylighting you bring into the building, the less lighting you need, so that gives you the best energy efficiency. Fortunately, we had a lot of windows to work with, and so we had lots of natural lighting. We even added more. So as you notice in the bookstore, there's a lot of skylights, and we use the solar tubes, and so bringing in even more natural daylight into the building. And then we were able to pull the siding off and re-insulate all the walls, re-insulate all the attic spaces, and so it's better, it's just a tight, energy efficient envelope to begin with. When it comes to recycling, we did two things. We made sure that recycling was a big issue inside the campus center, and so you'll notice that there's actually recycling centers. We've made it very easy for students to, instead of throwing things away, they throw it into recycling. And as far as recycling on the contractor side, I want to say we're at like 98% of keeping things from the landfill. What I'm really excited about is we were able to kind of cut the roof off and really get some volume into the space, bring a lot of natural light in, and really make the building look contemporary. In the long run, the building is going to be less expensive to run. The mechanical units aren't going to be on. Lighting won't be on. All the controls will adjust so that lighting will only come on when it's needed. The energy efficiency will be more cost effective, but also so are the materials. You have concrete and ceramic tile. Those materials are very easy to maintain. You don't have to wax them all the time. Your countertops, just wipe them down with water, so they're easy to maintain. And they resist everything. There's walk-off mats that are installed at all the entrances and exits to the building so that students walking in and out of the facility will take dirt off their shoes before they actually walk into the facility. You know, when you think about it, the building will cost less to operate. The building is very flexible. It can become anything so that you can change offices into conference rooms and open walls to create different rooms. And so we've submitted and been approved for our credits for the design phase. So now we're in the process of collecting all the materials we need for the construction portion of it, and then we'll submit that. So that's the final step. I think we are actually going to obtain LEED Silver. What the students and the faculty are going to see when it's finally completed is it's really going to be a LEED educational building. What even surprises me still after having done a few LEED projects is you can really tell a LEED building, a sustainable building, over one that's not. And it just has a feeling, and I really don't know if I can describe it, but you can tell from walking in that, you know, the air is cleaner, there's more daylight, you can actually see views out of the building, there's a connection to the outdoors. There will definitely be a feeling that they'll get in and just go, wow, this is a sustainable building.